going to report out. Yes, sir.
Good morning. We in the business group were comprised of members of chambers of commerce, economic development corporations, and of course Andrew Cortez, who just nodded in affirmation. Several of the participants in our group were fairly new to registered apprenticeship system and wanted to find resources and assistance to promote apprenticeships among their business members and use apprenticeships in their training programs. We thought one of the best promotions of registered apprenticeships would be through business and industry members who already use apprenticeships. Having champions to speak for registered apprenticeship would be the most effective way to reach the business community. We also believe that business within an industry needs to overcome the competitive interest of each other and work together in publicizing the benefits of apprenticeship. And lastly, registered apprenticeship need more marketing and promotion among the partners in a system to reach a broader base of sectors and groups, including technical training centers, schools, individuals, trade associations, etc.
Excellent. Thank you. And facilitators, we got to make sure we capture this information so that we can, yes, forever, someone back here said, yeah, for all of posterity. Okay, how about organized labor? Who's going to report out from organized labor? You, yes, sir, here. I'll give you my mic. Oh, you got one?
Okay. Bill Mascioni, New York. There was quite a few things that we came up with. I was told to narrow it down to 3 that I felt that was important. But one of them, that there should be a credentialing of apprenticeship to give us equal standing with the Department of Education and help apprenticeship move forward and be held on an equal ground as other people go into college. And realizing that apprenticeship is not a job, but it's an actual career. Once they come in, they're staying there forever. The other thing was that pre-apprentice curricula should be recognized by the state with certification given upon completion of the program. We were also glad to see for the first time that the entities involved here being organized labor, education, and registered apprenticeship with workforce investment, and would like to build upon that in the future with another meeting, but also including high school guidance counselors, and possibly meeting at an ESAC conference, which is the Eastern Seaboard Apprenticeship Conference that is every year, and to help bring everybody together even further. And I think it's been spoken in the other committees. And that was pretty much some of the high points.
Great. Thank you. Thank you very much. Why don't we go next to the group, the State Apprenticeship Agencies and Office of Apprenticeship Agencies, SAAOA. Yes, sir.
Yeah, good morning. Dave Wallace, Massachusetts. Yeah, we had both federal directors and state directors in our room. I got elected to be the spokesperson as a host state. We spoke about ETA. ETA gives out grants, and they mention apprenticeship in those grants. We found that in the past, people would look at not understand what apprenticeship was, get a support letter, and we'd never hear from them again. So we suggested that that we write apprenticeship into the grants as it is a mandatory. In some cases, some other places use points for their grants, and if they use apprenticeship. It was also that there should be a true partnership between whoever is getting that grant and the apprenticeship community. The second one was to expand our partnerships. We invited some people like Youth Building to our group. We also talked the VA, Job Corps, and Shared Vision. There are a bunch of different groups that I think are even present here with the community and faith-based organizations that are great partners. Third, national education. We talked similar to Bill, needs to recognize apprenticeship as a credential. And also we talked about, I guess education talked about having a placement if someone were to be registered in an apprenticeship program. So that was basically what we had.
Great, thank you. You mentioned faith-based and community organizations that we don't talk about a lot, and I'm glad to hear you mention them because they really do play a unique role in this. They have a unique set of skills, they have a unique mission, and can often offer support services that are so far beyond what those of us who are working with the government dollars could possibly do. So thank you for reminding us that they really have a role at the table too. Okay, I think we have one more group. Last but not least, the state workforce administrators, who is going to report out. Over here, okay.
Good morning. Era Lockhart, Department of Labor, Virgin Islands. Our group was represented by 6 members. I think we had the smallest group. But
Oh, hold it. Are you gonna let that stand? They've
I
got the
think-
smartest group.
smallest.
Smallest. Oh.
As in number. And I'll add what you added. We had lots of discussions in the 3 areas, and there was much commonality and fewer differences in our concerns and recommendations with respect to the 3 areas that we discussed. What was interesting, though, that at the end of the day, when we selected our 3 primary AHAs, they centered all around the employee engagement. And so I'm happy to say that we've identified employer engagement, employer education, and sector approval as the 3 primary strategies that our group should pursue in our effort to get our goal accomplished. That's it.
Excellent. Thank you.
Excuse me.
You know, you said you were the smallest group, but some of you look rather tall. I don't know. Great. Well, what did you think of the exercise yesterday? Just to open up just for a couple minutes for other comments. Was it very worthwhile to be in your peer sessions yesterday? Start off. Yes. Anybody have any who didn't get a chance to get up and speak? Want to just take a minute for a comment? Anybody want to add something that we might have left out from the highlights? Okay, we don't need to. Excellent. Well, the spokespersons for the groups obviously did a great job capturing what went on. And at this point, I'd like to call up our first panel, ask you to start taking your seats here.